Hi everyone, I've come to share a couple of Traveller's notebooks with you, A6 size. It feels like a very long time since I've come to speak to you all. These are both made with the reclaimed leather. So they are soft wrap round covers. You can still see the stitching in these books. They have the same theme in the inserts. They both have one insert with a vintage theme and one insert with a nature theme, but I've made them quite different. I've been watching a lot of Michele Scott and Suzanne Thomas. They are both amazing artists, and they don't use digital kits at all. I don't use digital kits for pages. I usually use book pages, which I really like to do because I can never print back to back. I always end up with something upside down, and my printer doesn't really like it, doesn't line up the paper very well. But I do use a lot of digital tags, which I love. There are so many beautiful tags out there. So what I've done for this is, this one uses digital tags and this one uses nothing but book pages, and they're all book page tags. So I'd be really interested for you to leave a comment and let me know what you think. I usually when I'm making a larger journal use a combination of the two, but in the Traveller's notebooks I've usually used the digitals, which I love them. I really do love them. So I'd like to know what you think. I'm not going to take the books apart this time because I've done lots of, they're fairly chunky. I've done lots of videos where you can see how they are put together. So I'm going to flick through them quite quickly. All of the digital tags come from VectoriaDesigns in this particular journal. VectoriaDesigns, ChicUna or TheBookSmith. Each one starts with the envelope with the pocket, and the card stock is Tim Holtz for all of the inserts. So this is a VectoriaDesign one. I will take this one out to show you because it is a file folder. There are two of these in this book. It's all tea stained. I've left it to soak longer than normal. It looks quite wrinkly, but it is quite, I have ironed it, so it's quite flat. There's trim. This is from a 1951 book about London. Some really nice vintage images in there. These are VectoriaDesign. There's graph paper, again VectoriaDesign. I think all of the images in this insert are VectoriaDesign actually. Lots of trim. This is it's a ledger paper, but it's from a French size, what are they called? Filofax. So that's the other file folder. That flips out, some nice pictures of London on there. I'm trying to do this quickly because my camera or my computer just takes so long to upload. This is the nature themed book, and these are some of those beautiful digital tags from ChicUna. Some of the Edith Holden paper. And this is from the Benningfield Countryside Poems, and there's two little cards there. That's the information about watermelon, just in case you don't know. This is vintage ledger paper. It's a yellow. So that's the first wraparound traveller's notebook. It's always a bit difficult doing this upside down. Okay, so that's the first one. It's quite chunky. This is the one that is made with just books only. Again, it's quite a big book, quite chunky. Lots of sewing in this one for the tags. And I'll show you what I did. Again, there's the envelope at the beginning. Vintage themed for the first insert. Now, these tags are not from a vintage book. They are vintage images, but they come from a book called Family Roots. And what I've done is I've turned each one into a little pocket. And inside, if it's from this particular book, it will have the information of the images tucked inside. That again is a pocket. It opens up. This one is from a really old book, but unfortunately I didn't keep the information, but they are still little pockets. This is one of those old photographs that have been, oh, my book's slipping around, that have been backed onto a postcard, and that's an original. And that again is a little pocket. So is that one. And this again, it is a pocket, but there's no information inside that one. And that one is a pocket. So that's the end of the first book. This is the nature book. There's not as many tags in this one, but the tags that are in here all come from a book called Wildlife Animals, and it's a children's book. It's extremely old. Beautiful watercolour images. The colour ones are pockets. The ones in black and white are not pockets. This was a postcard that had been folded in half, so it was a bit damaged. So what I've done is I've cut that in half to turn that into a tag. These book pages are from Adrian Hill, absolutely amazing watercolour painter. This is again from that book, but it hasn't got, there's a little tiny squirrel sitting there on a log. It hasn't got a pocket. More of the Adrian Hill. And this one, the two gorgeous little squirrels and the bunny ears, that one is a pocket. Edith Holden. This is a postcard with a really lovely view of the mountains and the trees from, I think it's Germany. And that's an original postcard as well. That one is a pocket. Sorry, I live really close to the local hospital. That's the other half of that postcard. That was bent, so that's the other half of the pocket tag. I love this image. It's a black and white drawing. Hopefully you can see that. It's of a squirrel being scared by a snake. It's from the children's book. And that one is a pocket. And that is the back. So this is the second of the two. They will both be on my Etsy store. So if you are interested, take a look. Please do leave a comment. I am interested to know what you think, or maybe you prefer a combination of the two. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.